Since the release of Resident Evil Village, Capcom has been silent about Resident Evil, though we got some really interesting games and expansions like Resident Evil 4 VR and the recent Mercenaries update, which took Resident Evil 4's experience to the next level. But these are not solid new Resident Evils, and you know what I mean. Recently it was Resident Evil's 25th anniversary, and we were all expecting at least an announcement. Plus, Resident Evil Portal's website had just released an update, but none of them were games or announcements. But recently there were some recent news and rumors about some possible Resident Evil games, which might be announced or even released in 2022. In this video, we'll be going over everything we know about possible Resident Evil content in 2022. But before going further, if you are a Resident Evil fan and enjoyed Resident Evil content, then please make sure to check my channel out because I'm pretty sure you're gonna love the content. Resident Evil Village DLC. So we all know after the release of Resident Evil Village, Capcom decided to work on the DLC because of the impression and the feedback they got, and apparently Resident Evil Village did a great job. Well, there are two things worth mentioning here. When is it gonna be released and what is it gonna be about? About the release date, there was a new info, basically rumors saying Resident Evil Village DLC is gonna be released in summer, which makes total sense because Resident Evil 7's DLC took 7 months to develop, and this one is okay to take even more, because obviously it's way bigger than Resident Evil 7. Since the leakers say that it's going to be about, utilizing scrap content, and is most probably at the final touches, because all the assets are all ready to use. And about the DLC itself, there is no solid info to talk about. What we can talk about is actually a couple of theories. I have already made a full video discussing Resident Evil Village DLC possibilities, so you can check them out. But to summarize it for you guys, the theories and possibilities are Ada Wong, Wolfhound Squad, The Villagers, Alcina Dimitrescu, and a couple of minigames. We can say it for a fact that Resident Evil 4 Remake has had the most rumors among Resident Evil games. Even a couple of days back, some new info were leaked. Other than the old ones like smaller village with more houses and cabins, more backstory for side characters, and the change of Sadler and Krauser, plus cutting some enemies and boss fights. The new info is all about Resident Evil 4 Remake's actual content and the possible announcement date. The new insider says the quality of the game and the overall graphic is pretty much like Resident Evil 8, which was actually good. But other than that, it's mentioned that the game is going to be announced probably in 2022 and will be released in early 2023. Resident Evil Netflix series. Well, about this one, just like the other Resident Evil movies and series that we have had so far, I'm not really interested for this one. Well, firstly, it's gonna be released on July 14th. And it's gonna happen in the future, where the world is crowded with infecteds. Well, one thing that I'm hoping for, and it actually seems like that, is that the game is not like a cosplay movie, because Albert Wesker seems a lot different than the games. Which is good, because probably it's not canon. So if it is not, I'm really hoping to see something new, because let's be honest, if the movies are actually based on the games themselves, they have proven that they are not actually gonna be good, especially with the recent Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City movie. But what I do know that I'm gonna be watching this and I will do a full review of it. There is also one more Resident Evil that I'm pretty sure is cancelled, but there is a small chance that it might be released. It is Resident Evil Worse. Well, the game's concept is really good on paper, but the execution was not good, and the idea of a team deathmatch Resident Evil is totally not possible. But on the other hand, an online Resident Evil like Outbreak would be even better. And there you go, these were the possible Resident Evil games and content for 2022 that you needed to know. What do you think about them and which one are you most hyped for? Let me know your ideas down in the description. And if you have come so far and enjoyed this video, then please make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. This support on the channel has been great and I cannot thank you guys enough for that. And by the way, links to my social media is down in the description. Consider checking them out if you're interested. And as always, thanks for watching.